Hello guys and welcome back for another cool review. This time I got this piece here with me. It looks really promising and maybe you can already tell from the artwork what it's gonna be. It's another piece of the Court of the Dead series. This one is Cleopsis Eater of the Dead. And it comes in this beautiful looking box here with this cool artwork. And on the side we got another nice artwork where she sits on a throne. And some peasants kneel before her. And here on the back we get a little bit of some images of the statue. Really nice. And down here a little bit of backstory. Just pause it to read it. And on the other side the same artwork of her sitting on her throne. And on the top the Court of the Dead logo. So let's get to it and crack this piece open. So normally I just tell you if I had any problems afterwards, but this problem I never got before. Like when you see here where the big foot is supposed to go in and the pin, the hole is not drilled. Like it's not really deep. And this pin here is supposed to go in this undrilled hole here. So I will drill it and yeah, we'll see each other in a couple of minutes, I guess. It's just really annoying, just wanted to show you that. I hope if you got the same statue you don't have to deal with that kind of problem. Until then, see you in a couple of minutes. So here she is, Cleopsis. I finally assembled her. There was actually another issue I will tell you about in a second. I will post the size of the drill that you need if you have the same problem with the hole. I will post it down in the video. And other thing, which was actually more annoying than the fucking hole, was this arm, her left arm, or in this perspective her right arm, this one here, where it joins the body, was really hard to get it in there. I had to use a file, this little one here, to make it fit. We'll show you that in a couple of seconds, but that was actually more annoying. So pay all this money for this figure just to like do it yourself, do the extra work. Oh, Sideshow, they should check more for quality actually, I feel. Don't know if everybody who buys this statue gets the same issues, but yeah. It's just annoying, we just want to assemble it. The rest of it was actually easy. This arm here actually comes with a magnet. Just try to carefully... Oh yeah, the stuff goes in here, down here. So it moves a little, but it's strong enough, it doesn't fall off. This arm here with the staff. Then you get this shitty arm here, which is really annoying, as I told you. And now, as you see, it fits. She stands solid, she stands stable on the base. It worked with the drill, as far as I can tell. There was some wood chips in there, but I'm not sure if the hole was sealed with wood or just with paint. I hope I was the only one to get that, but somehow I doubted. And the head is actually a little bit interesting. It just also comes in there with a magnet. And the special thing about the head is her hairpiece, which is this big thing here with all the braids, and it goes down in here in the head, also with another magnet. And then you first put the hairpiece in the head, and then you put them both together on the body. So this is her left arm, which I had the issue with. And as you can see, I took off a little bit of material to fit it in there better with this little file here. Actually, you have to be really careful if you decide to do that. Just take your time, just work really careful, and just don't take off too much, just check it once in a while. And you'll be fine, I guess. Or just send them back to them, I don't know, but that's no option for me. So yeah, that's how I got the arm in there, to show you what the gap looked like. And I think it was actually a little bit more. that you can see now. But move it a little and you can clearly see the gap between the body and the arm. And good thing is this snake here, this body of the snake, is actually really flexible, especially the tail here. I definitely would have broken it off, I guess, when I tried to get the arm in there. So that's a good thing. And I guess it's one of life's littlest ironies that this statue is the first one that comes with a thank you card. Well, I guess they want to say thank you for fixing all our little flaws and mistakes. So you're welcome, Sideshow. You're very welcome. So finally we can take a look at the statue. And let's start at the base. And it comes with this stairs here, like stair-like base, with those edges with some metallic paint on it, and a lot of skulls and symbols. I think that here might be the God of the Dead symbol with all the factions, and some writings. I don't know if it's ancient Egypt writing or a language spoken in the underworld. Might be, I'm not sure. And those little things which you see sprawled all over the base are little scarabs actually. And here in the front we got the painted Court of the Dead logo with all the factions in one emblem and a couple of other symbols on it. So it's a really nice base, and it's really light actually. I thought it would be heavier. And here on the base, yeah, as you've seen before, there's the two holes for the feet and a little extra hole or little spare part for the staff. What's really beautiful about the statue one thing is are her garments actually. Like there are a lot of them. Like I don't know how many layers, at least 3-4 layers of garments. Like a lot of undergarments, and they all look like really ancient and torn apart with holes in it. And here on the edges, a lot of stuff going on. Those are coming down from her arms, and they're actually also a little bit dirty down here, like you wouldn't expect to be. And this one is really thin and light here. And then you got this one is a little bit thicker, but they're all equally torn apart, and this one has a nice silky touch to it. Doesn't feel like it, but it looks like it. It's also really torn apart. And when we're here, we can also take a little look at her boots, which are really cool. You get this bone-like structure here, and this upper part also looks like bones, but a little bit more metallic. So hope you can see it clearly. I won't focus that easily. Here you go. And a little bit of leather elements, I guess, in there. And she wears some kind of sandals, as you can see here. Oh wait, here we go. So she wears some kind of sandals, and here's some little skulls on it. And yeah, that are the toes of a mummy, I guess. Like as you noticed, Egypt theme going on with her, and all those little scarabs here also on the top of the base. And as we go further, you hear her spared out knees. Isn't it a really healthy skin? I would say that's a healthy skin. And for mummy. And here one band held by this, yeah, I guess it could be a buckle. And there are also writings on it. And you got some wire in it, so you can shape it as you want on both sides. Oh, that's a really nice touch. And also some symbols on the clothing, on the garments on her arms. And here's actually a nice little ring. I feel that's like actual metal. Could be, I'm not sure though. And her belt here, also really interesting accessories. Like this looks like a sickle, a bone sickle, or with a bone blade, a sickle with a bone blade. And not sure what those are. There could be some vials with some stuff in it, I'm not sure. She seems to be a sorcerer, so sorcerers need that, I guess. And here we got a little, how should I say? Oh, I forget it. But yeah, as you can see, a little thingy with a cork on it. Might be some liquid in there. And here's some scrolls. Maybe some magic scrolls for some spells. And here her hair with a lot of braids. This big hair piece which goes in here with a magnet on her head. And with those metallic bands here holding it together. So that looks really awesome. Really cool stuff. And also her bone staff here with this lovely little face here, as you can see. So here you go, now it focused. And I don't know what that was once. Maybe a really ugly creature. And her staff has also a kind of bone blade on it, where this little fellow is attached to. And then it looks really bony. Maybe there's some writing in here, I can't really tell if that's are just scratches or it's a writing on the staff. And then it goes down all the way to the base. And really cool stuff also with this little fawn here. And she wears some kind of gauntlets, I guess. Some metallic gauntlets, because they look really cool on her fingers here. Also with a nice little skull here, of course. And on her elbow you get another skull. And then here it gets again a little bony with the structure. And I think now it's time to look at her really cool face, or in this case her mask, which you got on. So here you can also clearly see like it's inspired by ancient Egypt, which I love, by the way. Their art style, the texture, the architecture, and this other stuff. And it looks like the mask of a pharaoh. And she got a little skull on her forehead. And those eyes are look really cool, like they would glow. And on the top here is some kind of insect. I'm not sure what that is. It's not a scarab, that's for sure. And these bands here have a kind of leathery texture, and you can also positioning or move them around a little like you want and place them like you want. And then this shitty arm here with the snake, which looks really cool, by the way. So the tongue of this little snake fellow here is also a little bit flexible, so it won't break off easily, in contrary to those fingernails or to those fingers here. Man, they could use some work, if you know what I mean. And I just got the right tool for those here with me. Just, yeah, let's not do that. And I really like how this snake lights up, like the body of the snake, and it looks really awesome. Like, I really like this color, this turquoise-like color. And it's also here, between the scales or the bones. Looks more like bones on the body of the snake here. But this snake looks really awesome. And you can, as I said, you can move it a little bit around its tail, but not too much. And here on the side, actually, because I see that right now, you got a little bit of wrinkly skin of Cleopsis. So you know There's definitely a mummy theme going on with this one. And just giving you a whole view of this cool statue, which is a little bit annoying to assemble, as you might know now. So also I really like how the way the headpiece falls back here. Looks really cool. The thing that really makes the statue is her mask, I feel. That's like the piece all the most attention falls on when you look at it. This really cool pharaoh-like mask. It looks really cool. I just loved it. And also I like her belt with all the little accessories. And those garments are really cool, and you don't need to get those garments on. The garments are all ready and attached to the body or to the arms. So no fumbling with those. Here on the side, I think I didn't show you those. There are some nice plates. Maybe they're made out of leather, I'm not sure. And her chest piece, also a bony structure on it. And we got this neck piece here. Also, of course, with the bone theme going on. This mummy theme is really cool, and it gets even cooler if you see the other head of her. So, see you in a second. So for all the mummy lovers out there, here's Cleopsis without her mask on. And I just switched the heads, switched the hairpiece back into the head. And yeah, that's what she looks like this really dead, mummified face and body. And I gotta say, this looks really cool, and I like it, but I prefer it with a mask on. Just looks more aesthetic, I think. But this is also really cool. Her face looks like a little bit creepy, but not too much, and you can see her eyes look pretty dead, and here's some, I don't know, maybe that's some veins, some blood veins under her eyes and on the side here of her head, those purple spots and streams. And she wears the same bands, like only difference is the mask as far as I can tell. It's just off. And a lot of, yeah, they did a good job on the skin tone, actually, giving the impression that's a really mummified body you got here. So this is a really cool piece. Also with another head, she looks amazing. It's just the total impression this statue makes. It's fantastic, no matter what head you display her with. I still prefer the other one, but this one looks also really nice. And I think this might be my favorite statue from the Call of the Dead series so far. It's the third one I actually got, but I think I like her more than Keir, and maybe also more than the Queen of the Dead. Like, she's really a nice statue. If you let aside those two issues, which bother me a lot, you can tell. But you know my opinion on those, so I don't need to talk about those again. But yeah, I hope if you buy this statue or already bought it, you don't get those issues. It's actually annoying to spend a lot of money on such a product and then you have to, yeah, fix those things yourself. Like I just should get the quality right when it comes to those things. But nevertheless, a really beautiful statue. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Maybe we'll see each other next time for another statue review. And until then, have a good one.